Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's start with the first question. That what is the basic functional and structural unit of life?
Cell.
Anyone?
Cell.
Cell. Okay.
Cell.
Anyone faced any difficulty in this question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine. Second question. What is the name of the organism that can be seen only with the help of a microscope?
Microorganism.
Sir, microbes are
Microorganism.
microorganisms.
Microorganisms.
Very good. So these are microorganisms which can be seen with the help of microscope only. Okay. Like I told you that the uh, microscope is used to see object which are in the size of micrometer, the 10 to the power minus 6
Minus
meter
6.
in yes, minus 6 in size. These this small size creatures or organism can be can be seen with the help of microscope. Fine. Now the third question is, what are the organisms that are composed of many cells packed together?
Multicellular.
Multicellular.
Good. Fourth question, what is the name of the powerhouse of the cell?
Sir, mitochondria.
Mitochondria, sir.
Sir, an amoeba and paramecium belong to protozoans. Right, sir?
Yes, we can say protozoan, but it is asking the category of the organism. So first of all, they belong to
Unicellular. Sir, I
unicellular.
wrote both protozoan and unicellular.
No issue. Okay, so first categorize it as unicellular organism, and then you can say that they belong to protozoans. Okay, because it is asking category of the organism, so it comes under unicellular organism. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Which instrument is used to observe cells? Name two types of cells.
So multicellular and
Microscope.
unicellular and no microscope, multicellular
Microscope.
and unicellular. Sir.
Okay,
Microscope.
so first is microscope. Okay, and second it is asking about two types of cell. So the multicellular and unicellular, those are types of organism. Okay, those are type of organism. When
Okay.
we talk about cell, when we talk about cell, we will always
So
talk about
plant cell and animal
Prokaryotic.
cell.
The prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic.
eukaryotic cells. Yes, you can say plant and animal, but they are not the basic kind of cell. Basically, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells are the basic cell we always talk about. The type of cell we always categorize it into prokaryotic and eukaryotics. In terms of organism, we always categorize it in terms of unicellular and multicellular. That it contain multiple cells. Unicellular contain single cell. So when we talk about the two types of cells, we always say prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell, and inside these categories, we will describe whether it is animal cell, whether it is plant cell, whether it is unicellular organism or multicellular organism. Okay, so when you categorize the type of cell, you will always categorize as prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Okay, is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Any doubt until now?
No, sir.
No doubt.
Okay. What do you mean by unicellular and multicellular organism?
So the
Sir,
organisms that have a single cell and the organisms that have
Unicellular
multiple cells.
organisms which have only one cell, multicellular or organisms which have more than
One cell. Okay. Now, Vinisha, you can tell me what is the function of the cell wall?
I really don't know what is
No.
function of.
Okay. Okay, you don't know.
It is
Vinisha,
the
can you tell?
it is the protection of the cell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we can say protection, but we need to be more.
it's a layer that covers the
So
Sir,
it
covers
provides
the
structural
cell.
strength to the cell.
Very good. So the main term which we will be using to describe the cell wall is that it provides structural support.
Sir, it also protects the inner part of the cell, right? Like it also gives structure to the cell and also it protects the uh, inner parts of the cell.
That is itself a structural support. Okay. So why I am saying that the cell wall provides structural support? Let's see. If you take a situation in which a plant, have you seen that there are plants inside the water also, like in
Yes.
Yes,
river?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Algae.
Yes,
Algae.
yes, correct. No, I'm not talking about algae, but the plants which you can clearly see with your naked eyes.
Seaweed.
Those are present inside the any water body.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Like seaweed.
Seaweeds.
seaweeds and others also. So can you tell that how they are able to survive inside water?
So because of cell wall?
Because of cell wall. Yes, that is correct. Any more deep explanation about it? Okay, let me tell you one thing. So as I have wait, let me show it again. Okay, these are prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Okay, the basic two type of cell which we always categorize. Inside this prokaryotic and eukaryotic, you will encounter plant cell. Okay, let me tell it. You will encounter plant cell and animal cell in what is the spelling of animal?
So
Animal.
ANIMAL.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So inside this, like when we talk about eukaryotic and prokaryotic, so we will always write plants and animal cell under eukaryotic cells. Okay, and the bacteria, amoeba, these all come under prokaryotic cells. Okay, so okay, as you can see in these two type, the eukaryotic and prokaryotic, that they represent what? Cell membrane. Can you see cell membrane?
Yes, sir.
So here it is, the cell membrane. So in eukaryotic also there is a cell membrane. In prokaryotic also there is a cell membrane. Okay. When we talk about plant and animal cell, let's say when we see plant and animal cell, how it will look like. Okay. This is how the plant and animal cell look like. What is the major difference between plant and animal cell?
So the animal cell doesn't have a fixed shape, but a plant cell has a very
Sir,
different shape.
animal cell doesn't have a cell wall but a cell membrane, and a plant cell has a cell wall and a cell membrane.
Okay, very good. Okay, we cannot talk about shape because like the shape of cells differ, but we can say about specific arrangement. Okay, like you have seen in prokaryotic and eukaryotic, that there is a specific arrangement inside eukaryotic cells, but the arrangement inside prokaryotic cell is very random. Okay, you can see anything is placed here. Here the what we say, the nucleoid is placed here. Okay, there is no specific arrangement inside prokaryotic cell, whereas in eukaryotic cell you can see that it is very systematic. Okay, the diagram and the image of this eukaryotic cell itself show us that it is a very systematic cell. Okay, so we cannot say about the sizes. Okay, we always distinguish with the help of the systematic, whether it is systematic or not. And here, like we were talking about a plant and animal cell, the major difference between these cell is that that the okay, the it is not major, but as I have told you only one difference. So the one difference between the plant and animal cell is that the plant cell contain cell wall and the animal cell does not contain cell wall. As I have explained in last class also, that there is a cell wall in plant cell and there is no cell wall in animal cell. Okay, so and you can see that the cell membrane is present in both of the cell. Is it okay? That cell membrane is present in both of the cell.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically the work of cell membrane, about the work of cell membrane, I will come to it like in later in the class today. So there present cell membrane, there present cell wall. Cell membrane is present in all of the organism, whereas cell wall is present only in the plant cell. Okay, and there exists a particular kind of phenomena named as diffusion. Do you know about diffusion?
So the movement of particles from high concentration region to a region of low concentration.
Very good. So others who do not know about diffusion, let me create a new one. Okay, so we were talking about diffusion. So diffusion is the moment of particles from high concentration to low concentration. So many of you must be hearing this word first time. So basically, diffusion is movement of particles from high concentration to low concentration. So what is this movement of particles and what is this high concentration and what is this low concentration? So if I take a balloon, if I take a balloon, this balloon is filled with gas. It is filled with gas. Okay. And I take one more balloon, which is let me make it a little bigger. So can you tell this second balloon which I have made? Let me take A. This as B. Does B balloon has any gas inside it?
No,
No.
sir.
No.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. A has
Now,
more gas than B.
okay, very good. Now what I will do, I will attach both of these. Okay. Now what I will do, I will
Sir, is
attach
this
both of these.
applicable for energy transfer also?
Gas could be
Yes.
transformed.
Yes, it is applicable
Like
for energy transfer
conduction,
also.
conduction.
Correct. It happen in conduction. Okay. So okay, I will come to this example of gas filled balloons. But first let's talk about the doubt which was asked by whom? Vinisha or anyone else? Who asked this? Dhriti?
The Manasvi.
Manasvi. Okay, sorry. Manasvi asked this doubt about that if this phenomena occur in energy also. Can anyone tell about this, the flow of energy from high level to low level in terms of our environment, in terms of our daily lives? Can anyone tell?
So when we touch a hot
Wind, sir.
utensil, the heat is transferred to our hand.
Okay, we can say
For
that heat is transferred. Okay.
thermodynamics, when we're heating something,
in a
it always
thermometer.
moves from high concentration to low concentration.
Sir, when we take a packet,
Okay.
sir, and we reach like if we are on a mountain and we have a chips packet, if we reach a certain height, it expands, sir, because the air inside the packet is trying to force to come out. It's forcing to come out because the surrounding is low pressure when we are going in a height, in an altitude.
Okay, Ashwath. Oh, anyone else?
Sir, in a thermometer.
In a thermometer. Okay, you can take a thermometer. Good. Anyone else?
So that balloon
Mm-hmm.
gas, when you attach it, the a balloon, the gas will decrease. It will be and that a balloon will get even smaller. Then the gas balloon B will get more gas and become bigger.
Okay, Jatin. We will come to that. Okay, so the basic example you can take is like uh you guys live in South, right? South of India. Okay. So in South India, are you guys observing winters like is there decrease in temperature from the normal?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Correct. Okay, so if there are winters, so all of India observe this winter season because we are on almost same kind of latitude. Okay, so in winters, if you open your door, you will like your room will get cold. Is it okay or not?
Yes, sir.
Like, am I
Yes,
saying correct?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, so if I open the door, the cold wind or the which we say the energy, the energy is present inside, which is present in the the
Wind.
particles outside, it will come in. Okay, and the room will get cold. So can we take this as the example which Manashwi was asking, that the energy also go from higher concentration to low concentration? Can we take it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So how this happens? Okay, I am taking that this is my room. This is my room, and outer everything outside is surrounding. Okay. First thing, there is cold outside. So uh, in terms of hot and cold, which one will have higher energy?
So hot.
Sir, hot.
This one is high energy. This one is
Low.
low energy. So we know that the hot is high energy, cold is low energy. So the surrounding right now, I'm talking about right now in the winter season, so it has low energy, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Can I say this? And the room, which, let's say, first I have turned on a
Overheated.
heater. Okay, I have turned on a heater. The room has become sufficiently hot, and then I have opened the door. There is a door, so I have opened it. And the earlier the room was high energy because it was hot. Okay, so after I opened the door, after some time, let's say I have opened the door for 2 hours. So after 2 hours, I will come again inside this room, and I will observe that the heat inside the room is decreased. How it has decreased? Or the room has become
Sir,
a little
because
bit
Because there's a
because it
transfer
Because
was
of
of
the heat,
heat
energy
energy.
went out.
very good. So basically, the energy has traveled from higher level to the lower level. When there was high energy inside this room, it has traveled outside. Okay, so if a high energy is traveled outside, so what will remain inside?
So cold
Only
energy.
low
sir,
energy.
it will be equal to the outside.
Yeah,
Like it will be equal.
Yes, it will be equal.
It will be balanced.
So balanced. Okay, it will be balanced. If I permanently open this door of my room, it will be balanced with the surrounding, because surrounding is very very large. If I let's say if I turn on a heater inside in a open playground. Okay, if I turn on a heater in a open playground, can you think that, or will do you know if the all of the surrounding will get heated up? Is it?
No, sir, because
No,
there is
sir.
more like cold than hot, sir. Like there
Correct,
is only
correct.
a
So heater,
some
heater
region.
itself, heater itself is a very small source. It is a small source. It cannot heat all of the surrounding. Okay, the surrounding is very big, and all of it has low energy. If I supply it heat, it will get dissipated inside the surrounding. Whereas it's the sun. Do you know that the heat coming from the sun uh, warm up all of the surrounding? How?
So because the source is larger.
Source is large, correct. So the sun is very large, very big. The heat supplied by sun is so huge that it can warm up the entire surrounding, entire environment of our earth. Okay, so this is a major difference between sun and the heater which we are using in our room. So basically from this example you must be clear that the heat also travel. Okay, so this, like Snigdha has told me, has told us that in thermodynamics also there is the flow of energy from higher temperature to lower temperature. So this is a
Like
phenomena
from
of
higher concentration to lower concentration, we can say this. Yes, sir.
yes, so this is a phenomenon of thermodynamics. Okay, like all of you must not be aware about thermodynamics. You will come across thermodynamics in higher classes. So basically, thermodynamics means the study of temperature in our surrounding. Okay, the forces and the study of temperature in surrounding we can say as thermodynamics. So in thermodynamics, so this phenomena is also come under thermodynamics, in which the heat energy always travel. So you can maybe note this down if you are making the notes. So heat energy always, okay, wait, always travel from high energy to lower energy. Okay, it also, the heat
Sir,
energy
even
also follow.
oxygen, like even in our blood, when oxygen is supplied to the cells, diffusion takes
Mhm.
place. Even
Correct,
perfumes work on property of diffusion.
diffusion, correct. Okay, now let's come to our example of this balloon and the gas which is filled inside this balloon. So if I attach both of this balloon, okay, I have attached this bigger balloon and I have attached the smaller balloon. Okay, after after some time, what will happen? Can you tell me?
So the amount of air will be distributed equally among the balloons.
Okay, very good. So if this balloon is like this, so the another balloon will be also almost like this. Okay, so the gas which was present inside this balloon A will come will be distributed in balloon B also, until both the volume of gas in both A and B, so the volume becomes same. Okay, no matter the size of balloon, but if the volume of gas inside A is equal to volume of gas inside the B, so these will become stationary. Okay, no more gas will be supplied from either from A to B or either from B to A. Okay, so can you, like, do you agree that this phenomena works on the basis of diffusion? Do you agree with this, that this works
Yes.
on diffusion?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
very good. How it is working? So earlier the balloon A has high concentration, high concentration. What I mean by high concentration, that there is a large amount of gas which is present inside A, high concentration of gas. So earlier the balloon A had high concentration of gas and B has low concentration. I am saying low concentration almost, or you can say almost zero, negligible. You can say negligible also. Okay, negligible. Negligible. Okay, negligible gas concentration. Okay, B had negligible gas concentration. When I have attached it, so after attaching, I have observed that the A has higher concentration, B has lower concentration. So the gas from higher concentration will move to the gas from to uh, B, which had lower concentration. Okay, so this is the phenomena of diffusion. You will come across this phenomena in almost every standard of your class. When you go after 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, every class you will come across this phenomena of diffusion, because diffusion is a basic phenomena which occur in our surrounding. Okay, whenever there is a difference in concentration, there is diffusion. Okay, fine. So there occur diffusion also in where plants. Okay, so there occur diffusion
Sir,
also in
food
plants.
vacuoles.
Yes, if I'm making plant, if it is submerged in water, so what it will take? So I think you are aware that like human beings, plants also require water. Okay, plants also require water for their function. But if it is submerged in water, so what will happen? So plants, the structure of plant, how it takes up the water, so it takes up the water with the help of diffusion.
Roots.
So it take with the help of diffusion.
Sir,
Okay,
it will do transpiration first, then there will be less concentration of water in the tree, and then
so there is always less concentration of water in tree, because you can see that it is surrounded by water. So there is this much huge water and the tree must be having very low water, so it is a perfect condition for a high concentration to low concentration. And whenever there is a high concentration to low concentration, then it will diffusion will happen. Okay, so in order for diffusion to happen, it must be having a something, some kind of membrane which is allowing this water to pass from it. Okay, so this is cell membrane. Okay, this is cell membrane and cell wall both. This is cell membrane. Okay, this is cell membrane. This membrane allow some specific kind of what we say. Okay, take understand this cell membrane with the help of this example. Mm, let's take that there is a automatic gate. Okay, there is a automatic gate. The gate open up whenever some the gate also has some kind of camera which recognizes you. Let me take Karthik. Karthik has a specific kind of specific kind of wall around his home, and it contained various kind of cameras, and that camera recognize only Karthik. So whenever Karthik come to that wall, that the wall will a small area will open up so that Karthik can enter. Whenever he enter, the wall will the specific area will shut down. Okay, this is the same phenomena which is there in cell membrane also. Cell membrane allows specific kind of materials to pass through it, or it can make it to exit. Okay, so it is kind of a guard which allows some material to come across it, and it allows some material to go out of it.
So
Okay, this is
specific means that what the plant needs.
yes, what the plant needs. Correct. It depends on what the plant needs. It does not allow everything to go through it. Okay, so this is the function of cell membrane, that it looks into it that the only its essential material gets inside it, and if it does not need anything, it can make it go out of it. Okay, so all of the cell which are present, okay, every cell which is present, it contain cell membrane. Cell membrane. Okay, like if you take a drop of water in your skin, take some water, take one drop of it, and you place it in your skin, what you will observe after some time?
So the water is no more over there.
No more over there. So there are two reasons why it is no more over there. First thing is evaporation. Do you guys, all of you, know about evaporation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We already
Okay.
learned it in previous classes.
Okay, I will come to it. Okay, so there are two reasons. So this drop of water will either it get evaporated, either the drop of water is absorbed by our skin. So both of these will take place. Some of the water which is there in the drop gets evaporated, and some of it is absorbed by our skin. Have you like done this kind of experiment before? Like, have you seen this kind of phenomena? Okay, so we all of us are animals. All of us are animal, or not animals, but we are some kind of organism, and all organism have cell membrane. So this cell membrane which is present in our cells also, it works like this. If water is there, so it can absorb that water. Okay, it absorbs in in human beings also, but it is very minor. It is very slow, and it is very minor. Okay, because you must be aware that we as a human being are made up of almost 70% to 80% of water. Okay, so that's why the water drop can be absorbed by our skin, but it is very slow, very minor. Okay, it may maybe take hours or so, like that, to get absorbed. Okay, as I was explaining about this phenomena of
Sir, I
diffusion.
have a
So
doubt.
okay, ask.
Sir, in the example you gave that the water can be absorbed by our skin, that you said that water moves from high concentration to low concentration. So if it is
Hmm.
absorbed by the cells in the skin or beneath the layer of skin, then
Hmm.
wouldn't these cells have high concentration? In that case, how would it be high concentration to low concentration?
No, see, the as our human being, we have many kinds of cell. Okay, there is stomach also, there are other kind of cell also. So as a total human being, we are made up of almost 70% of water, but that is not necessary that the cell which is there in your skin is made up of like it contained so huge water that it cannot absorb. Okay, so there must be a little bit difference, like the cell which is there. Okay, like the cell which is there in your skin is contained, let's say, 80% water, and the water which I have dropped in it is 81%. So there is very minor difference. Okay, very minor difference. So that's why it it is absorbed very slowly, and it will take hours to be absorbed. So as a whole, we are 70% made up of water, but it is not necessary that the each cell will have this high concentration of water. Okay.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay, so as I was saying that there is cell membrane in plant cell also. Okay, the cell membrane. Okay, wait, evaporation. Okay, there is cell membrane in plant cell also, so it allows water to get through it, and there is a diffusion. So with the help of diffusion, the plant cell gets water, because the plant does not have mouth like us. Okay, like we as a human being, other animals also has mouth through which it can take up water, but the plants
Sir,
does not
and
have mouth.
amoeba has pseudopodia.
Amoeba has pseudopodia, correct? So no, it does not have pseudopodia. It also gets through its cell membrane. Okay, I will show you that how it get its food with the help of cell membrane. Okay, we say it as a pseudopodia, correct? Okay, so as I was saying that animals has mouth through which it can consume water, whereas plants does not have mouth. They have cell. They consume water with the help of cell membrane, and the phenomena due to which this water is going inside is diffusion. It is going from high concentration to low concentration, like the plants which are there in on the land. Can you tell how they are taking up water? Anyone? Can you
Water?
think?
So
Water?
they suck water from the ground.
Ground.
Yeah, the
Correct.
roots take the water. The roots absorb the water through osmosis.
Correct. Correct. So the osmosis, which we say as osmosis, so it is a this comes under diffusion. Okay, so diffusion in itself is like a general term which we say in terms of movement from higher concentration to lower concentration. But whenever it comes to in terms of liquid, in terms of water, so we say it as osmosis. Like in osmosis, you must be aware that the RO, the which we say RO, okay, so it the full form also states that it is reverse osmosis. So the RO which is there inside the your homes, or you must have seen the purifiers, water purifier. So these also work on the principle of reverse osmosis. Okay, so let I will discuss the reverse osmosis also. Okay, so there due to this diffusion, the plants take up this water.
So it is
But
called ascent of
now
sap, right? Ascent of
what?
sap. Ascent of sap.
Yes, I'm not telling about the exact wording, but this is the diffusion. Fine. So the like who told? Okay, I I could not take up the name. Like
Sir, me.
who? Nee. One of the girl told me that the with the help of the root, with the help of groundwater, it can take up water. Okay, no problem. So one girl like told us that okay, first of all, sorry about it. I will try to remember all of your names by your voice so that this kind of confusion won't take place. Okay, I'm trying to get to it. Okay, so the plants in the land area, so they absorb water. They take water with the help of underground water. Okay, so inside land also there present underground water. So the roots of the plant take that water through the diffusion and use it in its process. Okay, so the water which it takes from the underground, it is self sufficient. It is enough for it to for enough to make it function enough for it to uh, complete all of its processes. Can anyone tell how this groundwater comes up? How groundwater
Sir,
is there?
The first the root hair absorbs the groundwater through osmosis, and then this is
Mhm.
transported to the leaves through xylem. This is because of the suction pull. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, and also there's also one more thing, and root pressure, suction pull and root pressure. The
sir,
water,
Okay,
not
the
only
water with
suction
other
pull and
particles
root
goes up
pressure,
to the
but
leaves to the xylem.
okay, very good. Okay, I
sir,
haven't
not only
like
root pressure and by the xylem, or yeah, like Harikartik told, there is also another force that leaves transpirate so that there is less water concentration in the
Yeah,
root,
suction
roots
pull.
or xylem, so that it creates a suction pull.
Me, sir.
oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this side, Shama Sarwad, admin from admin. Actually, I wanted
Yes,
to
ma'am.
convey a message to student. May I?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Yeah, sure, ma'am. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. May I know your
Good
name,
evening.
beta? Hello,
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
Ashwath, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Ashwath, we have organized one AITS test series. AITS means All India Test Series. Okay.
Ye-
The charges for this series would be just 100 rupees, and this examination would be conducted on each and every Sunday. Okay. So if you will be in a ranking, you will get a certificate, and apart from that, you will come to know your All India rank, and that will be one of the healthy competition among you, and it's really very productive. So I hope all of you students from the Chanakya tutorial should join this AITS series. Okay, please register for it.
Surely, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so first thing I was asking about the groundwater. Okay, I'm trying to ask like how this groundwater is coming up. From where this groundwater came?
Through rains, the
The
water,
rain.
yeah, the water on the soil, it just seeps into the ground.
Very
And
good.
it's stored
So the
right there.
primary source of groundwater is rain.
Rain.
So with the help of this rain, uh, with the help of this rain, the groundwater is getting recharged. Okay, we use the term recharge, that the groundwater is recharging with the help of rain. Yesterday I was studying one class 9 chapter, natural resources, something like that. Uh, okay, agriculture. Okay, I was studying, reading that chapter. So in which came that there is a use of fertilizer and pesticides in agriculture. Do you know about it?
Yes, sir. Manures help
Yes,
with the
sir.
increase
But
the water holding capacity of the soil.
Correct. So
Manures.
there are fertilizers and pesticides. So basically, the fertilizers are used to provide specific kind of nutrients to our the
To
crops,
the soil.
which are, yes, to the soil, and which will be helpful for the crops also. And there are pesticides. We spray pesticide also. Pesticide is used to kill the
Pests.
insect which feed on the crops, which destroy those crops. So mainly we use fertilizers and pesticides. So nowadays what is happening in agriculture is that there is an excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides.
That
And
dissolves in
whenever,
water
correct, so don't
during.
interrupt me while I'm don't interrupt me while I'm explaining. Okay, so there nowadays in agriculture what happen is that while there is a use of fertilizer and pesticides, there is a large use of fertilizer and pesticide. And like in irrigation, I think that in agriculture we use irrigation also. In irrigation, there is a supply of water which we provide into crops. So with the help of this water, these fertilizers get inside the groundwater, and it is like poisoning that water. Okay, so because of these fertilizers, the groundwater is getting poisoned. And I think if this activity keeps on happening, then soon enough the groundwater which is present inside our land, that we won't be able to consume it freely like we are consuming now. Nowadays we have wells also, we have bore wells also. We take that groundwater and we use it. But there is like this phenomena also, due to which there is a poisonous effect on the groundwater. So I'm just like sharing this information which I have had read in yesterday. Fine. So okay, very good. Guys know that the groundwater is recharged with the help of rain. Okay, so like I was explaining that this is a tree which is standing inside of water. So do you think that there is a very high concentration of water outside, that this is very very high concentration?
Yes.
This is very high concentration. Okay, because it is standing in the water. So it is a very high concentration. So that means the water which is present outside, it must flow in the plant cell very rapidly, and it must be able to increase so much that the cell must burst out, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But it does not happen. Why?
So because the cell wall protects it.
Correct. So the why we started discussing this thing is because of cell wall. We were discussing about cell wall, and we were also discussing about diffusion also. But there is a cell wall inside plant cell. Okay, that due to
Sir,
which. Mhm.
sir, we can also say that the semi-permeable membrane also makes sure that the amount of water is balanced.
No, the amount, yes, we can say that it is balanced, but sometime, like you take an example in which this is a cell and there is a water outside it. Okay, so until and unless the water concentration inside this cell does not become same as that of outside, so the water will pour inside it. Okay, there is a function of cell membrane, the semi-permeable membrane also, that it does not allow lot of water to come inside it, but there is a, even then there is a high concentration. Okay, that is good that there is a semi-permeable membrane, but even then there is a very high concentration this in this like sorry, not very high concentration, even then there is a very high amount of water which is coming inside this cell. Okay, and you are aware that cell is itself is a very small quantity, and if the large water is coming up, then it must be burst out. So in that case, there is present a cell wall. Cell wall maintain this cell structure. Okay, it provide protection to the cell structure. It provide structural support. Okay, due to this structural support, this cell won't burst out and it will remain intact. Okay, but in terms of animal cell, if you place any animal cell to this high concentration, okay, like mm, high pressure, okay, that is a different process. Okay, that is a thing different. So in terms of in humans also, if any human cell, human or animal cell is placed in water for very long time, okay, for very long time, because you can see that these plants stand in water for very, like for years, for 100 years, for 200 years, for 10 years, for 50 years. Okay, they are standing in water for these many years. But if an animal is standing inside water for, let's say, 50 year, 100 year, so that the cell of that animal won't be able to hold up because there is no cell wall, and and there is nothing which can provide the structural support to hold that cell,
So
okay.
how was the cell able to resist for this time also?
What?
So like it animals can be in water for some time. So how is the cell able to resist that?
No, for some time, let's say, see, there is a moment of, like, this diffusion process is very slow. It is not that much fast. So the animal which present, which are there inside the standing in the water, so those are not for that much time as that of plants. Plants stand for 50 years, 100 years. Okay, this is very, like, you can imagine that this is itself is very long period. Okay, but the animals not does not stay there for this long period of time.
Oh, so how do aquatic animals stay there?
Okay, so aquatic animals, Okay, we can find out a reason that how aquatic animals are able to survive inside it. Okay, aquatic animals. Okay, we will find out. Like, if this is a homework of you guys also. Find out this reason. Okay. Okay. So mainly I was trying to explain you the diffusion and the cell wall. Okay. Are you guys clear with the functioning of cell wall and the
Yes.
diffusion?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
so
Okay, very good. Ryan, are you there? Hello, Ryan, Purojit, Harshit. Are you guys there?
Yes, sir,
Sir,
we
what
are.
I thought is like
so
when sometimes, sir, like when we in swimming pools, when we are swimming in the water, after we are done with
Hmm.
swimming and when we come out, our legs will be full, like the skin will be folded, right, sir? Like it will be moist and it will be in different shape with the folds,
Faults.
like
Uh,
folds in the skin, like in the top part of the skin will be in folds, and
okay, okay. Mhm.
it will be soaked in the water.
Okay,
So
fine. It is
maybe
soft.
like aquatic animals have a special skin which do not allow the water to pass through the skin, like which do not observe. Like some
No. It is it must be a development inside those aquatic animals due to which it is happening. Like, there is a development of species. We ourselves as a human, we also developed, we also evolved. Not we say, let's not say developed, we evolved. So like that, aquatic animals must also be evolved, like something like that. Okay, because there are shark also, whales also, which are able to survive inside so high pressure. Okay, I think you guys are aware that we as a human can go up to a specific level only inside a ocean, inside a, okay, inside a ocean, inside a sea. But there are present aquatic animals which are way below that level. Why? Because those animals has evolved like that they are able to sustain that much high pressure. But we won't be able to sustain that much pressure, because when we go a certain level, then the pressure of the water level which is up above us is so high that we will burst out. Okay, we will burst out.
sir,
It is. Mhm.
that's because the pressure of the exerted by our blood in the blood vessels is not equal to the pressure in the depth of the sea. So
Correct.
scuba divers will wear special suits. So when they're diving in the sea, so our body won't be able to withstand such pressure, and because it's not balanced out, our blood vessels burst.
Correct. Okay. So it is basically about evolution. Okay, fine. So, okay, I was not talking about all of you, but I think Harshit, Ryan, and Purojit are not there. No problem. Fine. This is it. I will discuss this evaporation some other day, and these also, because we have, it is 7:50. I will take 5 minutes more and uh, study some a little bit about of our syllabus. Fine. Okay. So because of this question, I started discussing about cell wall. So this is the main functioning of cell wall, which is present inside the plant cell, and it help to provide structural support. Very good. Anyone has any doubt until now in this question paper? Any doubt?
no, sir.
No.
No. Very good.
No,
Okay. So can you tell me how much? Okay, let me revise it because it's almost time. Are you guys free on Friday? On Friday evening?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm,
So,
Okay, whoever
Sir,
said no, tell me the reason.
Sir, I have another class.
What time?
So 7:15 to 8:15.
7:15.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Other than Dhriti, anyone else?
Some Manasvi, sir.
Manasvi. Okay. Other than Manasvi, no. All of you are okay with the Friday.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So Manasvi, do one thing. Up until 7:15, try to take this class and then take the recorded lecture. And I will hear all of your doubts. I will try to answer everything in the next class. Is it okay with you?
Sure, sir, no problem.
Okay, very good. Uh, I will consult to the sir, like if another slot is available. But if it is not, then we will take the next class on Friday only. Okay, and in the Friday we will go ahead with our syllabus. And Manasvi, you try to take the recorded lecture. So let me revise what we have studied until now. So tell me, from where we have started in this chapter. Okay, in this chapter,
sir, what is cell?
okay, we have seen cell. We have seen who discovered it. Who discovered it?
Sir, Robert.
Robert Hooke.
Robert Hooke.
Robert Hooke.
Okay, Robert Hooke discovered it.
Sir, and Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek.
So then two types of cells.
Okay, there are two types of cells. Types of cells. Okay, what are those?
Prokaryotic and eukaryotic.
Prokaryotic. Okay, prokaryotic, eukaryotic. Okay, and there are two kind of organism. What are those?
Multicellular and unicellular.
Unicellular and multicellular.
Okay, very good.
Sir,
And
we
about
also learned about we can differentiate cells because of the variation in number, variation in shape, and variation in shape,
we have seen about simple
size.
microscope, and we have seen about compound microscope, isn't it?
So we studied like something is called suicidal bags.
We have studied suicidal bags, which are
Lysosomes.
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 So parts of the
We
cell.
parts of the cell. Okay, we have studied about cell membrane. We have studied about cell wall.
Powerhouse.
We have studied
Powerhouse.
about mitochondria.
Vacuoles.
We have seen about vacuoles.
Nucleus.
Okay, nucleus, we haven't gone much about it, but yes, we have seen about nucleus. We have seen about DNA.
So
That what is
Golgi bodies.
DNA? Yes, correct. Golgi bodies.
So did we discuss about nuclear membrane?
Nuclear membrane. Yes, this cell membrane is itself plasma membrane. Okay, we apart from cell membrane, we say it as plasma membrane also. Okay, and we have seen endoplasmic reticulum.
Sir, so are we done with the chapter?
No, we are not done with the chapter. I'm just revising what we have learned until now. I think it will take 2 classes more for this chapter to be finished. today also we discussed like majorly about diffusion and majorly about cell wall, because this diffusion is so important that it will come at every part of your higher education. So it was necessary to discuss diffusion in depth. Okay, diffusion is very necessary. Fine. Apart from endoplasmic reticulum, what we have learned more?
Plastids.
Plastids. Okay. And is something
We
remaining?
discussed about DNA.
Yes, we have discussed about DNA. Yes. More? Levon hook, cell, microscope. There are, we have also seen the plant and animal cells also. Okay, a little bit about it, and more we will discuss in our next class. We seen prokaryotic, eukaryotic, unicellular, multicellular.
Cytoplasm.
Mhm.
Cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm. Yes, we haven't encountered about cytoplasm. We will learn this in next class. Okay, fine. Almost, I think we have discussed these things, and in next class we will proceed with our syllabus. If anyone has any doubt, you can stay. Others can leave. Good night.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Thank you,
And
sir.
Thank you so much.
there is a class on Friday. Okay. Do you guys have any doubt?